An addendum on the video. I talked about eating dead animals. There's something that annoyed them in it, and I'm going to make sure that I remember it all and upload it. Regardless, I mean, regardless, yes, I do not eat dead animals. Dead animals are not food. I went on to say that I had heard Jack, dimensional being, say that if one ate animals, and if one abused and raped, one would experience such things oneself as an animal to be killed for food, and or a being raped and or abused. And it had me wondering, then where does it all end? For a rapist and or an abuser, although rape is abuse in itself, though it was specifically expounding upon abuse that wasn't rape, and that's why it is included in this paragraph. A rapist and an abuser and or an abuser. A rapist and an abuser. Gosh, Anthony, are you defining yourself? We could go into that later, perhaps. Would have to experience rape and abuse and the existence of an animal bred for food, so that they would realise what it was and is that they have participated and accepted in and accepted and allowed to exist, as there is no other way to realise. Realising in any other way would not be a realisation, as you would forget it. And that has me wondering, where does it all end? A rapist and abuser is reincarnated and experiences rape and or abuse. Means there must be a rapist and or an abuser to rape and abuse, who would then need to be reincarnated and experience rape and abuse. Where does it end? It can't end. It is a never-ending cycle, a vicious circle, we used to say. I do not eat dead animals. I have tested it. I have tried eating them. I have tried not eating them. I have considered the horrors that an animal experiences. One only has to watch the film Earthlings to see the sort of abuses that man will inflict upon its food, that it calls it. Ugh. And I was watching that movie with a group of animal rights activists, and when the man started prodding and kicking the pig, they said, "Look, he's doing that. We're going to do it to him." I said, "No, that does not make it right." They wanted justice. I didn't argue with them. I made my point and left it at that. They didn't argue with me. They let me make my point. How they applied themselves afterwards is their business. They have to live with themselves. I can live with myself. I do live with myself. I enjoy my life. Even knowing that abuse continues, unfortunately. What else did I mention? That all still do not want to be part of all. They want to believe themselves to be something greater. Illusion, delusion again. I once saw a man say, why should I care what occurs in Africa or Ethiopia or anywhere else for that matter? It is not me. I'm not doing it. I'm not experiencing it. Interconnectivity, young chap. It is real. It is real. Interconnectivity. And you would be surprised at the effects of correcting oneself and understanding all life must be considered in all that one says, thinks and does. And obviously I have still got a distance to travel, as I am myself still causing problems for myself by not just correcting myself, by bitching with myself about the way bitches bitch with me because they don't like what I think, say or do. Though I am not in the pay of the government or some secret agency, or believing myself to be a god, as some do. That is the biggest mistake man can make, believe himself to be a god. I've tried it. You become all-knowing, and when one knows all that occurs, and the horrors one is accepting and allowing, there is only one way forward. Corrective application, self-forgiveness, self-responsibility, self-honesty. Are you really a god in that sense, that you control things, that you are above everything, really? I mean, you might have a nice, comfier house than me, and you might like playing mind games with people, and think that you are actually assisting the human race with such stupidity, idiocy. You see, I never call people fools, because fools are wise. Maybe part of the polarity inherent in our existence currently, though the wisdom of the fool, I have experienced it. I have been a fool, and I have been wise to my foolishness. And the fool did come before the wisdom, the buffoonery, the stupidity. I have been stupid also, many times. Though I do not eat dead animals, I also do not inflict my dietary inclinations upon others. If they want to eat animals, let them, he says. And then the polarity is, you cannot allow it, you cannot accept it. I can only do what I can do, and I can only correct myself, and in correcting myself I have become aware that the interconnectivity inherent in existence is effective no two ways about that. And silence, as I mentioned, is a application that works also. And also one that specifically works well is don't try. So if you are considering what's best for all, though not trying, how does that work? Think about it. Do I need to tell you? So at 10 minutes there was 40 seconds added on, and the whole video had even longer added on, so YouTube time is running, well, do the maths. I don't think you need to actually do the arithmetic. I don't think you'll need maths to work it out. I'm not interested, really. I'm not interested, full stop. This is an addendum to the unpronounceable name that is the current age. I am a magician. I am king of the pile. My not so secret society demolished the secret society's rationale. I'm in charge. Understand that? And whilst I'm in charge, I have given my authority to another. You can find out the solutions at destiny.co.za, though I shall be well enough to join them if you dare. And in joining them, realize there is nothing to join. Destiny, beyond being a resource, does not exist. There are no Destonians. That's not to say that those who meet at destiny cannot form themselves into a different grouping and call themselves another thing. Though Destonian, I suppose they could call themselves Destonians if that's what they choose to do. There is nothing to join. There is only self, and self corrects self honestly with self-forgiveness. Self-honestly. Being responsible for self as all life in existence. It works. It is the future. Whilst the Illuminati religion site's very interesting if you are bored and don't like listening to Lady Gaga records, it is very Lady Gaga-ish in that they don't seem yet to have twigged that all life must be considered in all that one says, thinks and does, and in that one will find the freedom that they are looking for. I have found. This was AnthonyWilson talking to a camera via YouTube's upload public platform. What you do to another, you do to yourselves. Believe it or not, folks, I don't fucking care.